Up next on PTW Iron Man, it is the Tag Team Championships on the line. The New Day defend against two worthy challengers, Rusev and Sheamus, and The Revival. What a matchup this is going to be for the Tag Team Championships in a tag division that has been stacked and loaded with competitiveness and talent since WrestleMania 3, with the arrival of this tag team, Rusev and Sheamus, playing a large part in that. Of course, Rusev and Sheamus, two singles competitors, deciding to join this tag division and go after the Tag Team Championships, and thus far it has been a successful endeavor for them, as Rusev and Sheamus have already earned this tag title match here at PTW Iron Man. Both men former United States champions and looking to add tag team champions to their already stacked resumes here in PTW. But you want to talk about a tag team with stacked resumes? Look no further than the two-time tag team champions, The Revival. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, one of the most decorated tag teams in PTW history, and they look to become three-time tag team champions here tonight, and they certainly have plenty of momentum on their side. Dash Wilder did win a triple threat match on Brutality on the Go Home show, and also The Revival, when they're in the ring with the New Day, they have never lost. But now here are the New Day, the PTW Tag Team Champions, and them winning those titles at WrestleMania 3 was certainly a triumphant moment. But since then, there has been some dissension within from the group, because as you'll notice, Big E is not out here with the New Day. He's not been out with them over recent episodes, because the New Day, they won those titles while Big E was out with an injury, and since coming back, Big E has felt a bit ostracized from the group through no fault of them, no real arguing, but just Big E has not been able to have the same success. But the New Day cannot be thinking about their third member here tonight, because they have to focus on the teams in front of them, The Revival and Rusev and Sheamus, because if they take their eye off the ball for a moment, those tag team titles could be ripped away from them. But now triple threat tag team action. It'll only be two men in the ring here, but any team can make the tag at any time, as you'll see when this matchup gets underway. Dash Wilder and Xavier Woods are starting things off in the ring here for the Tag Team Championships. Plenty of history between these two teams as Woods and Wilder walk up. Dash Wilder, though, a quick kick right to the gut there, sending Woods off the ropes into the drop toe hold. Plenty of history between The Revival and the New Day. But as I said, every time these two teams have faced off, The Revival have gotten the win. And they're going to do the same here tonight, as Scott Dawson, now the legal man, that uppercut and a forearm shot right to the back of Xavier Woods. Woods, though, ducks underneath and the forearm there, but now Sheamus is going to make the tag. And that's what I was saying about triple threat tag team action, as Sheamus takes down Scott Dawson there. But you saw, you do not have to only tag your team members, you can tag anybody at any time, as Sheamus now tagged Xavier Woods and is now the legal man in this matchup. And now Sheamus with a punch there, now scooping up Scott Dawson and the rolling senton from the Celtic Warrior. As Sheamus now gonna make the tag to Rusev, and these two certainly will have the power advantage in this matchup, as Rusev now with the headbutt to Scott Dawson. Not enough for the victory there, as Dawson kicks out. But you have to believe that Rusev, I don't mean to put him on a pedestal, but in terms of singles competitors, I would say Rusev is the strongest one in this matchup as he now lifts up Scott Dawson and hits him with that fallaway slam. But now Dawson recovering in the corner, but there's Kofi Kingston with the tag. The triple threat rules come into play again, and now Kofi with the drop kick takes down Rusev. It's fast paced and hectic in these triple threat tag matches as Kofi comes off the ropes with the jumping clothesline there. You gotta have your head on a swivel, eyes in the back of your head as Kofi now sends Rusev in the corner with the splash. Xavier Woods making the tag. The tag team champions trying to work together to isolate the strongest man in the corner there to isolate Rusev as Woods now with a boot right to the face. And now Kofi making the tag again, trying to work together to take down the Bulgarian Brute as Kofi, the double knees into the corner, and another tag made from Xavier Woods. The New Day showing exactly why they are the PTW Tag Team Champions is now working in tandem. Kofi Kingston assisting Xavier Woods on the leg drop there, but now the cover is broken up. Sheamus and the Revival breaking up the pinfall there as Kofi pulling Woods back to his feet. But now the Revival in the ring as well, and Rusev and Sheamus, all three teams in the ring, all staring each other down. It's a stalemate here to open this championship match. But now things are all breaking down. All three teams brawling. Kofi and Dash Wilder, Sheamus and Xavier Woods going at it. But now Rusev throwing Scott Dawson to the outside of the ring. The Bulgarian Brute already trying to clean house here in this championship match. The referee trying to regain some control, but Sheamus and Woods going at it, and Woods the low bridge, and that sends Sheamus to the outside. All three teams going at it here. Kofi Kingston and Dash Wilder, but now here comes Rusev again, and he takes out both men over the top rope. Rusev cleaning house here tonight, taking out both men. The referee trying to get a grip on this matchup here, but Rusev taking everybody out. But now from behind, Woods rolls him up. They're the two legal men. Rusev kicks out, but now back on his feet, and Rusev, oh man, what a slam there, just dunking Xavier Woods right onto the mat there. You see how high Rusev got Woods off the ground on that slam. As now Woods on the ring apron trying to recover. Rusev though going after him, but Woods caught him with the elbow, and now Xavier Woods, the tornado DDT. What athleticism there from one half of the tag team champions. And that's one way to get Rusev off his feet there from Xavier Woods. But now Scott Dawson is going to make the tag, becoming the legal men in this matchup. Scott Dawson makes the tag on Woods, and now Dawson with a spine buster to Rusev. Both men, the Revival and the New Day, two rival teams, but both taking out Rusev there. But now Xavier Woods, he makes the tag on Rusev, and now going up onto the top rope. Here comes Woods with the missile drop kick. Xavier Woods taking down Scott Dawson there. And now Kofi Kingston getting back to his feet. He wants to make the tag here. And Woods tags in his partner, and in comes Kofi with the jumping clothesline. And another one takes down Scott Dawson. And Kofi Kingston is rolling here tonight. Now he comes off the ropes, and it's the boom drop. Big boom drop there from Kofi Kingston. And Scott Dawson now finds himself in a very vulnerable position as Kofi is back on his feet and could be looking for the end of this matchup. He is calling for it, looking for some trouble in paradise here. And if he is this, it could be the end. But now Dawson in the corner, and a tag is made there. A tag made. Kofi goes for the clothesline, but Sheamus takes him out there. Sheamus in the right place at the right time to make the tag. And now picking up Kofi Kingston, looking for the white noise. Kingston no counters the sunset flip into the cover. Sheamus kicks out, but Kofi now, the SOS. SOS there from Kofi Kingston. And now, the New Day once again in control of this matchup as Kofi getting back to his feet. And now, picking up the prone body of Sheamus. And the New Day could be looking to finish it here as making the tag to Xavier Woods, and Kofi has got Sheamus up. Could be looking for the midnight hour here. But now the Revival going after Kofi Kingston, sending him to the outside. Woods now still the legal man in the ring here. And now he comes up the top of Sheamus. Catching him out there with that bicycle knee. The big knee strike there from Sheamus, cleaning the clock of Xavier Woods, caught him right on the jaw there. And now, the Celtic Warrior is not finished yet. Sheamus now, those clubbing blows right to the chest, those 10 beats from the Celtic Warrior. Just battering Xavier Woods, and now Dawson trying to get involved, but Sheamus gonna give him a taste now. He's got Scott Dawson, and the same thing, those clubbing blows, but now Wilder, he made the tag and hit Sheamus with the DDT. Wilder made the tag, he snuck in and tagged Xavier Woods, and that is just the ring IQ and awareness of the Revival on display. They know exactly where to be, exactly what to do to maximize every situation, and now could be looking to become 3-time champions, looking for the Shatter Machine. They've got Sheamus here, but oh, there's Rusev, the Machka kick, and now spinning heel kick. And the Bulgarian Brute takes out both members of the Revival there. Rusev coming to the aid of his tag team partner there. And now Sheamus has got Dawson up, and the white noise. White noise from Sheamus. Dawson kicks out. But Rusev and Sheamus have taken back the momentum of this match. And now, they're the only team with both guys on their feet here. Scott Dawson isolated. Sheamus telling Rusev what to do here. Sheamus has something in mind. And Rusev now going after Scott Dawson. Sheamus and Dawson are the legal men, but now Rusev, oh man, he's got Scott Dawson here and could be looking to lock in the Accolade. He's got it locked in. The Accolade cinched in. Rusev's not the legal man, but still just ripping the life out of Dawson. But now Sheamus, oh man, he's going for the bro kick. And this is not what I think it is. The bro kick while he's in the Accolade, but oh, Dawson gets out of the way and Sheamus takes out his partner. A devastating move they went for there, but Sheamus misfires and bro kicks his tag team partner Rusev. What a mistake there, but now the Revival, the Shatter Machine to Sheamus, 3-time champs, we could be seeing it, no! Kofi Kingston, in the last possible moment, breaks up the pin. But now, Dash Wilder getting involved. I thought the Revival had won the match for sure. But now, both men making Kofi Kingston pay for right there. But now, oh, there's Big E. Big E's here. Big E is here with the New Day, and he's got up Wilder, and the big ending. Big ending on the outside. Big E has come to the aid of the New Day as the Revival were teeing off on Kofi Kingston. Big E, we thought he wasn't going to be here tonight. But he comes to the aid of his team, of his partners, helping out Kofi Kingston there. Scott Dawson still in the ring here. But oh, there's a tag made. Xavier Woods making the tag and the honor roll. Honor roll from Xavier Woods takes down Scott Dawson. And the New Day now, they got all the momentum here. Both men on their feet. Big E coming to help, and Kofi Kingston, trouble in paradise to Scott Dawson. And now, calling for one final move, Xavier Woods climbing up, and the limit break elbow. The limit break elbow from Xavier Woods, and the cover.
1, 2, 3.
And the New Day retain their tag team championships with the help of Big E. What a matchup there. The Revival and Rusev and Sheamus all had moments where I thought we might be seeing new tag team champions. But the New Day successfully defend their titles with the help of the third man, Big E, coming to the aid of his friends, of his tag team partners. There may be a bit of dissension within them, but Big E showing they are still his brothers. They are still his team here tonight as he comes to the aid of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, and the New Day retain their tag team championships. And if this means the New Day are back stronger than ever, then good for them. They successfully retain their tag team titles here tonight at PTW Iron Man with a big challenge in front of them. We just saw the PTW Tag Team Championships successfully defended, but now it's time for the United States Championship to be put on the line. Braun Strowman defends against Rey Mysterio. A big match here for the United States Championship, and many have branded this matchup as a David vs. Goliath situation, with Rey Mysterio and the bigger man, Braun Strowman. But do not count out the luchador tonight here, folks. Rey Mysterio is #1 contender for a reason, earning this matchup when he won the New Blood Fatal 4-Way match. And Rey Mysterio certainly a legend in the Lucha Libre world, now challenging for the United States Championship here tonight. Certainly a mismatch in terms of size, but it is not a mismatch in terms of heart and spirit and talent in that ring. But we will see if Rey Mysterio has got enough to beat this man, the monster among men, the United States Champion, Braun Strowman. Strowman won that title at WrestleMania 3 and has defended it ever since, as the big man certainly stands tall, towering over the competition and towering over Rey Mysterio. Strowman certainly believes with his size that he can dominate Rey Mysterio. We saw that when he defeated Sin Cara in their matchup on Brutality. Sin Cara, of course, the tag partner and one of the best friends of Rey Mysterio, who put up one hell of a fight but was not enough to defeat Braun Strowman. And Strowman looks to make Rey Mysterio experience the same fate here tonight with that United States Championship on the line. Strowman looking to notch another defense on his belt, while Rey Mysterio could look to pull off one of the biggest underdog stories here in PTW. But now Rey trying to run right after Braun, but Braun just catching him out there. Rey though ducking under the clothesline with a drop kick, but does not face Strowman. He's still on his feet here. And Rey Mysterio now ducking the clothesline, and now quickly onto the ring apron. The speedy moves, he's gonna have to be quick tonight as he catches Strowman there, but now Braun has got him by the throat, pulling him down and just hurling him across the ring. And that is what's gonna happen here tonight. Is Rey Mysterio, he's gonna have to be quick, he's gonna have to stick and move, but you see Braun Strowman just yelling out there. He knows he just has to catch Mysterio as he hits him with that splash in the corner. Braun knows once he can get those big hands on Rey, then there's not a lot Rey can do. As Strowman now has got him in the big clubbing blow right to the chest there. Braun now in for the cover. Rey kicks out. But now you see Braun Strowman, just in terms of move for move, you know he's going to be packing a lot more of a punch just due to his size. As now Strowman waiting for Rey to get back to his feet. He's going to pick him up here. Strowman now just lifting up Rey, powering him up on the shoulders. Looking for the Dominator. Rey though gets out in a kick. No effect on Strowman though. Rey again tried to run away, but Strowman just put one big hand on those tights and pulled him back into another clubbing blow. And Rey, he can try to run, he can try to stick and move all he wants, but Braun Strowman, just an absolute monster here. He's got him up now. This could be an early ending for Mysterio with the power slam. Rey though gets out of it to the corner. And now a kick there to Braun Strowman. Rey now up top, goes for the senton, but to no effect. Strowman just catches him. But now Mysterio, Hurricanrana over the top rope. And there are signs of life from the luchador here tonight. Things are looking bad for Mysterio. Strowman was looking to finish things early with the power slam, but now Mysterio catching him there that time. And now big penalty kick there from Mysterio. And now the challenger could be looking to fly here with a crossbody, but he's caught out of the air again. And now Strowman just ramming him into the turnbuckle and just throwing him down onto the floor. Braun Strowman, his size and strength just renders a lot of Rey Mysterio's offense ineffective, because Strowman, he can just catch him out of the air like it's nothing. We've already seen it multiple times in this matchup. And now just picking up Rey Mysterio and bringing him back into the ring. Rey Mysterio is down, and a lot of people now feared this could happen, as Rey Mysterio down and out. Strowman now has got the limp body up and just throwing him now right into the ropes. And Braun Strowman now, look at him now running at full speed, and the knee right to the back of Mysterio. A big man running that fast, he's like a freight train into the back of Rey Mysterio. And Rey now just down in those ropes, and Strowman, he's not done, he's gonna do it again, and another knee right to the back. And I hate to say it, but things could be getting bad here, folks, for Rey Mysterio. Strowman absolutely dominating this matchup outside of a few flurries from Rey. Rey now down in those ropes, and Strowman now, look, he's looking, he's gonna do it again, a third time with the knee. Rey though gets out of the way. Mysterio avoids it that time, and Strowman on the outside, and now Mysterio, the drop kick right to the back. Now that takes Strowman off his feet for a moment. Rey Mysterio showing a spark once again, showing some fight. Now onto the apron. What could Rey be looking for here? Rey Mysterio gonna fly with the springboard moonsault. Beautiful moonsault there from Rey Mysterio. Takes down Braun Strowman. And the crowd now getting behind him. Here at PTW Iron Man, can Rey Mysterio be the Iron Man and defeat the monster? Trying to lift him back to his feet. He can barely get Strowman up. He's got to get him back in the ring to win the title. And he can't even get him off his feet. Strowman's just too big. And now picking up Mysterio and slamming him right into the ring apron. Strowman, he might just be too big for Rey Mysterio here tonight as he tries to get back in the ring. But oh, Mysterio with the drop kick there. And Rey once again showing heart, showing fight here tonight. Strowman down on the outside, and now here comes Rey. Oh man, that sliding splash to the outside. That is vintage Rey Mysterio. As the master of the 619 takes down Strowman there. But now again he's got to get back in the ring to win that championship. But Rey Mysterio now, looking at Strowman, he's not going to try picking him up again. He knows better now. Getting back into the ring, Rey Mysterio, he's got the crowd behind him. He wants Strowman back in the ring. Strowman's back on his feet, and the monster not gonna back down. Going back after Mysterio. Rey ducks a clothesline. But now, oh, Strowman, oh man! Braun Strowman just flips him around and just tosses him right on the ring there, turning Rey inside out. Now he's got him for the Dominator. And the cover. Mysterio kicks out. But Strowman, just too big, too strong for a lot of the moves Mysterio wants to pull off here. As he was going for that wheelbarrow into the Bulldog that he usually does, but Strowman is too big, just absolutely sends him flying, and then the Dominator on top of that. But now, Strowman picking him up for the power slam to finish things here. Mysterio though counters. And Braun is in position. The US champ is in prone position. Rey Mysterio gonna dial it up. 619. 619. And Rey Mysterio could pull off the upset. Could pull off the unthinkable with the splash. But Braun gets out of the way. Braun Strowman avoids it, and that, I hate to say it, but that could have been Rey Mysterio's only chance. That could have been his only chance to beat the monster. As now Strowman goes for a chokeslam, but Rey counters again with the Hurricanrana. Another counter. I don't know where Rey is finding this, but now Braun with the big boots. And just like that, Rey Mysterio is down again. Braun Strowman, that massive boot, and now picking up Mysterio, and this could be the end. Strowman has him up, and the power slam. And Strowman will retain his title tonight. But no! Mysterio kicked out! I'm stunned, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how Rey still has anything left in the tank. I don't know how he kicked out of the power slam. And Strowman doesn't know either. Rey Mysterio will not go down, but Strowman gonna put him down with another power slam. And Rey though gets out and a drop kick. And Strowman now in position for the 619. Rey Mysterio now gonna dial it up again, and he does. But Strowman doesn't go down. He's still on his feet. But now Mysterio, oh, the springboard dropkick, and looking to dial it up for a second time. I don't know where Rey is finding this, but he hits it again. 619, a second time. And now Mysterio, the senton, and the cover for a new champion. Yes, yes, he has done it. Rey Mysterio is the new United States champion. What a win! What an underdog story! And we have a new United States champion. There were times in this matchup I didn't think it was possible. Strowman was just too big, was too strong. But Rey Mysterio's heart was stronger. He would not go down. He continued to fight what many deemed an unwinnable fight. And Rey Mysterio is your new U.S. champion. This crowd is all on their feet, and I gotta be on my feet with them as Rey Mysterio celebrates a well-earned victory. He is your new United States champion. Braun Strowman, he can't believe it. But right now, Sin Cara coming to join him, and these two hugging it out. These two best friends now get to celebrate together as Rey Mysterio has slayed the beast. He has conquered the monster, and Rey Mysterio stands tall as your new United States champion. What a win for Rey Mysterio, and what a moment here at PTW Iron Man. But we're not done here tonight, because up next it is Finn Balor and Seth Rollins teaming up against the Heenan family, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre in an Extreme Rules Tornado Tag match.